to produce here, it's democratic education. We've come to see that student self-government is the soul of the Parker Upper School, where characters are formed and minds engaged, where participation meets policy, where dialogue about a better world begins in a model home. Andy, thank you for teaching us everything we know about democratic education. I'd like to welcome to the stage some very special guests. Each of them served as president of student government under the faculty leadership of Mr. Kaplan. We have at least one representative from each decade of Mr. Kaplan's work with student government.
My name is Peter Benson Jr. I was president of student government in 1972 or 3.
My name is Tony Weissman. I had the pleasure of being the president of student government during my senior year. I graduated in '78.
Adam Gross, president from 1983 until 1984.
My name is Max Roger. I was the student government president from 1985 to 1986.
My name is Josh Anderson. I was president from 1999 to 2000.
My name is Elias Spela. I was president my senior year, 2001-2002.
My name is Nick Scodro. I was president in 2004 and 2005.
My name, as some of you may recall, is Stephen Morovic. I was president from late 2008 to the beginning of 2009, the post-Berkowitz era.
My name is Elizabeth Nash. I was president in 2010, 2 years ago.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weiss. I was president last year, 2011.
Each of us up here has been passed this gavel, which dates back to 1950, and all of our names are engraved on it. And today, although Mr. Kaplan was never passed this gavel, it is time for us to pass a gavel to someone who makes it seem as though he's been alive for all of the 92 years that our government has been alive. So, to Mr. Student Government himself, Andy Kaplan.
I was in Andy Kaplan's very first class here at Parker.
I think you would probably characterize student government in those days as pure anarchy. It has been a great privilege of mine that you also went on to teach both my son Adam, who graduated 4 years ago, and Michael, who graduates next week.
I remember at the end of my term as student government president, I met with Mr. Kaplan to talk about how the year had gone. And he told me quite candidly that I could have done better. I thought I'd done a pretty good job. And that was exactly his point. That pretty good is nowhere near good enough.
And that's the thing with Mr. Kaplan, right? I mean, he expects great things from you, and in return, he treats you like an adult. He takes you seriously. He was the first person when I was in this job who took me seriously. Unfortunately, he was the last person to ever take me seriously.
It was very clear that what we did together could be profound, or it could be a profound waste of time, depending on how thoughtful we were and how much we invested one another in a collective sense of purpose.
No one represented the best that Parker can be and seeks to be as a progressive institution that wants to guide students to learn how to be active participants in this democracy than you.
I think we've all learned a lot of wisdom from him about political debate, about open-mindedness, about the value of listening to other people and learning from other people in this very work.
Andy Kaplan taught me more about writing and more about being a man than probably anyone else I know. And he also taught me to speak slowly and clearly into a microphone.
It's very rare that you find someone who's good at what they do and also has the capacity to change lives. And I know that I wouldn't be the person I am today and will be throughout the rest of my life if it wasn't for the mentorship of Mr. Kaplan. Parker will always be Parker, but it will just never be the same.
Thinking about Mr. Kaplan and being in his class for both my junior year and a semester of senior year, I don't think I look back on many other experiences at Parker as proudly as I do as the time I spent in there and the discussions that we had.
On behalf of the last cabinet, it's my great pleasure to begin the passage of this gavel. to Andy Kaplan for his service, which will be passed from generation to generation down the line. And it reads, to Andy Kaplan for nurturing our embryonic democracy with gratitude from the last cabinet.
Pass to you.
It is so amazing to see each of you, but to see all of you together, it is just astonishing. It's been a long time that I've been involved in student government, and I think that it is really one of the proudest parts of my career. I'm going to pass along to Ms. Barr and to Mr. Noah the first statement about student government, which comes from the 1920 record. And it was written by the principal of the school at the time, Flora Cook. She asks, is it better to aim at a high ideal with only moderate success in attainment? Or is it better to be satisfied with a lower goal, one involving less effort and little responsibility? This is the question which pupils in our high school face every year. And with profound respect, I hand these opening words about the goal, the mission, and the impossibility of student government to Ms. Barr and to Mr. Noah with great love and great respect.
I really am honored that you guys wanted me to be your president, so I thank you for putting your faith in me with this job. I have a lot of faith in next year's president, my successor, my prom date, first guy in 3 years. I passed you this gavel, and now you are the prez.
It is my privilege to say, will you please rise, all of you, and proceed to next year's seating, please.
I hope in the years to come that we here will continue to produce that inclusive masterpiece that is democratic education, sustained in process as a gavel is passed from hand to hand to the next generation.
It is now